Today, let's take a look at Tanjong Katong Girls Prelim 2022, Paper 2, Question 1C. Find the range of values of x such that the square of 2x minus 1 is at least equal to 6 and 1 over 4. Represent your solution on the number line. Okay, now let's take a look at how we start this question. We have square of 2x minus 1. So I'm going to write 2x minus 1 square. At least equal to, so I'm going to write more than or equals to 6 and 1 over 4. Now I'm going to change this to improper fraction. And I'm going to show you that what is the wrong way of doing this, because this is very, very common. Because they purposely give you something that's a square number. So student tends to like, oh, can I take square root both sides? And even if you remember to put a plus minus and you square root this to this is wrong. We are doing quadratic inequality. You can't square root both sides, okay? So I'm going to show you a correct way to deal with this question. Now remember, for quadratic inequalities, I will write down the 3 steps, okay? Number 1, arrange. What I mean by arrange, make one side to 0. Let's move the 4 and the 25. So what you will see is that I don't like to deal with fractions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to times 4 here first. And I'm going to do shifting of 25 the next step. Okay, instead of moving it as fraction. So now, step number 2, we are going to do factorize the quadratic expression. Now, of course, this one you will have 2 possible methods. You can expand everything and then refactorize it again. Or if you can see it as a squared minus b squared, then it will be faster. Okay, so we know that 4 is 2 squared. So I'm going to rewrite this expression as 2 times 2x minus 1, the whole thing squared, because 2 squared is 4 and this square is this one here. And 25 is 5 squared. Okay, so I'm going to make use of something that we have learned, which is a squared minus b squared can be factorized into a plus b, a minus b. Now, before I do that, let me just multiply the 2 in, okay, so that it's easier for us to do later. Now, let's take a look at this one. So I can rewrite it as 4x minus 2 squared minus 5 squared. Okay, so now I'm going to do a factorizing. 4x minus 2 plus 5 and 4x minus 2 minus 5. Alright, now let me just show you here. We are doing a squared minus b squared from this line here, factorized into a plus b, a minus b. Okay, so let me adjust the expression because we can do 5 minus 2. So that will give us 4x plus 3. And this one here will be 4x minus 7. So this is number 2 factorized. Okay. So how about step number 3? We're going to sketch. Okay. We're going to sketch. So I'm going to draw over here, horizontal line. I'm going to put 2 roots in here. So one, I have a negative 3 over 4. The other one, I will have a 7 over 4. Now, let's take a look at 4x times 4x, which is a 16x squared. So I'm going to draw this shape of the quadratic curve. Okay, so this is a quadratic curve. Now, how you read this one? This is where the curve, more than, we read it as above because it has a line, so it's above or on. 0 is the horizontal axis, okay? We call it horizontal axis, or you can see that's horizontal line, okay, which is this one here. So I want it to be above or on, so which means I can take this point, or I can take above here. I can take this point here, or above, okay? So I'm going to write my answer now. This is on the left-hand side of this, so I will write my answer as x less than or equals to negative 3 over 4. Or this is on the right hand side of this number here. So x more than or equals to 7 over 4. Now this question asks us to represent also our solution on the number line. So I'm going to do next. Draw a number line. Negative 3 over 4. Draw towards the left. The next one, 7 over 4, draw towards the right. Okay, so do remember solving quadratic inequalities. Let's just follow the proper method. Okay, so you can do it correct way. Don't do this way, okay?